Good to hear. And of course, many older fans listening in will be aware of your time in bands such as Nitocris and also the
Hmm.
Fireflies, bands I saw
Yep.
a few times back in the day. And if I think about it, Nitocris in particular generated a lot of interest in the media when they first started. Local street press, from memory, TV coverage on shows like Today Tonight. I think, looking
Yeah.
back,
Yes.
looking back, were
Yes.
you surprised at the media attention early on?
Well, I guess it's pretty full on to be 15 and have that sort of thing going on, but I can see why people were drawn to that band. There wasn't really anything like it, especially with five young girls that we were under 18 when we started, so we
Mm.
were pretty full on as well. I don't think there were pretty hardly any all female bands that were really that heavy. So, I mean, yeah, I can see why people were, fascinated by it. So, I mean, I guess it's not really, I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird question. I don't
So,
know. How do you explain that? I don't know.
critically speaking, the early releases, and I bought those back in the day, the 10 Stories Down EP, the
Yeah.
Screaming Dolores album, were a young band finding their way. Which release do you think showcased the band at its strongest? Something where you think the potential was reached?
I reckon the Sycophant EP and probably the last album were my favourites. They were all good, but I think those two were particularly good. A lot of people really liked Butter,
Mm.
which was a good EP too, but for me personally, yeah, it was Sycophant and the last album, self-titled album.
And there were
Yeah.
quite a lot of achievements in the career of Nitocris looking back. Some big name supports, Suicidal Tendencies, The Cult, Deep Purple. Can you name a couple of
Mm.
highlights with Nitocris that you're most proud of?
Oh, definitely those. And the big day out when the in the year actually that we broke up, we were on the main stage for the big day out tour, and that
Mm,
was fucking awesome. That was
mm,
amazing. We got to
mm.
meet heaps of people and just run around, and yeah, it was great. So that would definitely be a highlight. But yeah, Deep Purple, of course, and yeah, all those great bands and the tours, everything about it was a kind of a highlight. It was a lot to be grateful for back then. For totally different landscapes, the music industry now, particularly in the touring circuit. So I'm glad that we started when we were so young and got to enjoy so much of it. I've got no regrets on that. Probably
Well,
poor now, but
the band toured a hell of a lot, didn't they? Looking back,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
constantly for 8 years or something
Mm.
crazy.
And there was
Yeah,
an
we spent a
aria.
lot
I
of
think
time in a van.